So they'll keep that. That's all their food inside that yolk sac for. Actually, you've got about 7 or 8 of them in each stack. Each stack holds about 5,000, with a grand total of 100,000 in 2. So that's the coals, and then we've got these ones here, and the chum, which are very hardy but not very tasty. They can live in the crappiest water and you name it, but
what's the one in down in
they look ugly too when you see them in the river. They call them a dog salmon. Yeah. Not too tasty.
So you're gonna check these ones too?
So now these have the coho in there, so you'll see the date, because when they're fertilized, you want to keep track of when they're fertilized, and put the dates on the tray. So on here, November 29th all the way down. This is when they pulled the female and the male out, did the sex, and got them going there. So it should be close to with the eyes, if not hatched already. So we'll pull this out, and they have not hatched yet.
Almost.
Yeah, but they have eyes. You can see the embryo inside. I'll show you.
You want to post it in YouTube? I'm going to.
So you have a good look there. So what our job is we go in and we'll pick out the dead ones, because what they do is the living ones will actually stick to the dead ones from the bacteria, and they'll die very quickly. So we come in and pick out these white ones which are dead, and get rid of these. Keeps everything nice and clean.
So what's the next stage after here?
Next stage is that's Aleven. So egg, Aleven,
over there.
Fry, and then smolt, or fingerling smolt stage there.
That's the one you
Yeah, I'll show you those. Those ones will be next. These ones out there are smolt stage. They're almost ready to go to the ocean. So they've been sitting in the pen in there for approximately a year. So at this time of year, we've got two generations of babies. We might even still have some adults left there. I'll show you that.
So you're introducing Chinook here.
Chinook, we've been trying to introduce them for about 6-7 years now, with varying degrees of success. You can see the par markings on them.
Yeah.
And they lose that. They lose that when they want to go to the ocean.
So when do you snip those?
We'll do it usually when they're in the summertime, like July, August. They're big enough to do. So.
These are from last year?
Yeah, so we keep them over one season, because this is what they do naturally in the river. They've been sitting here. Their brothers and sisters are out there right now, but they're a lot smaller. These ones are growing because we're feeding them regularly. And it really gives them a chance for survival. So now they have not spent a year out there with predators and environment and all that.
What kind of fish these ones?
These are coho.
So these are coho.
10,000 in this tank and 10,000 in this one here. So this was last year's eggs, and they're almost ready in probably in about 4 months, about April,
spring,
May.
How do you release them to the water? How do you release them to the?
We'll big nets in there. We just net them out, and there's a portable tank on wheels that we will take down and release them in various locations down the river, and they'll immediately head out to the ocean and start their migration out. They're called smolts, and they're ready to go. And they'll head out and spend about 4 years out in the ocean, and then they'll be ready to come back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we'll start getting ready to feed them. This is an automatic feeder. So what it does is kind of messy right now because it's moist, but we put about half of the food in here and half out there. And this will feed them overnight. On a very slow basis. It just unwinds like a little conveyor system here. Close that up. And it'll feed the rest by hand. And we just scatter it out and you watch them go.
Crazy.
I kind of hold back a little bit and get them a chance to eat that one, and I'll move to the next tank. It's the same thing. It's exactly the same process for this one. So that's how big they are. You can see the difference in size in some of them there.
Awesome.
So they're
about a year now?
Yeah, these are about a year old now. But it's incredible the growth rate. These, if you come back here in 4 months when they're ready, they'll double in size in 4 months. So from a year to 4 months, the growth rate is quite a bit.